All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there onto this life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show. It's on the fly. I was watching the Super Bowl, and they said something. This was the brother, the elder bro, Abu Gabar had sent this, and it was, he posted it up as well. So 2020, something familiar happened in 2020, and seemingly, all these stacks, because I am myself into football, and to make a long story short, with this one is the simple fact of all these things that happened in 2020. This is right before the pandemic hit, before lockdowns and so forth. And it's the same formula of today. So, and it started in March. But I personally don't believe that it's going to be a pandemic. I believe something else is going to take place. All right. But that, I'm just a man. But this is not what the show is about. So I can't get the stacks up, but I heard it as I was watching it. And you know how it is with the NFL. You can't really, you got to let things play out in order for, what's that word I'm looking for? Before you get flagged or anything like that. So the stats was of tonight at the end of the game. So the Kansas City Chief, right? Patrick Mahomes, he's a Jake. He's doing his thing. And this is their third Super Bowl. So, but it wasn't, this is the first back-to-back. So they're in the same place as the New England Patriots many years ago. All right, the Patriots did it, I believe, 6 times. They had like 3 in a row, one decade, and another decade they had another 3. All right, that's not the stats. So, but just think about the 3. The number is 3. Patrick Mahomes, he scored 333 yards. He passed 333 yards. That's another stat. Then the announcer made an announcement. He said it's significant that he had, what is so significant about 333 is Al Davis, which Al Davis, like I said, I'm a football person, so Al Davis was the former owners of the the LA Raiders, right before they became Las Vegas Raiders. And it says something to the point of that his drive was 333. Coincidence? All right. Another stack. The other stack was that the guy who caught the ball is Hardman. I forgot his first name, but he plays for the Chiefs. Obviously, he caught the ball. His number is 12, so that's nothing. But the guy who was supposed to be guarding him, so happens this guy. Slacker. So happens that this guy, not Nicole Harmon, the guy who was defending that post, his number was 33. So is all this a coincidence, or is all this just by accident? No. What I've just witnessed, and all of us just witnessed, is a high level, because most of these games are rigged. Referees are involved. A lot of things. There was not that many calls. A few little. First time really that you really see no BS calls like normal. It was a couple. No team was penalized a lot like a normal game. So it looked like it was clean down the middle. But this performance that was just displayed right now, this was on the highest level I ever seen. It was clean. And I was looking up 3. Sometimes it says the number 3 Wherever the number 3 shows up in your life is generally an omen of creativity, communication, optimism, and curiosity. Wealth, knowledge, peace, wisdom. So I didn't really seen anything that was significant with the number 3, which for 3 for us is understanding. All right, 4 is mercy and so forth. So everything has a certain meaning to it. Now, the elder bro, Barack Obama, Slacky, hold on for it. So the brother had put this video up earlier. Now check this out. Like, let her do it. Let her say her thing.
And let me tell y'all something too. Y'all out there with your fuck shit, with your bullshit, with the shenanigans and the hocus pocus. But baby, they about to do the biggest ritual because they know Pluto is going in Aquarius and they know that energy is shifting. It ain't no coincidence, baby, that the Super Bowl is Sunday. Mardi Gras is Tuesday. And Valentine's Day is Wednesday. Baby, they gonna harvest awesome energies from you clowns. Playing around with them. All of y'all who making preparation for the Super Bowl, they will be harvesting energy. The ritual at the halftime will be a black magic ritual. Then they're gonna turn around and put the magic on y'all for Mardi Gras. And then turn around and put the magic on y'all for Valentine's Day, because all those holidays is for them. They set that up, so you gotta actually say, why are they setting up all these holidays? Because it ain't beneficial to us. All those holidays do is drain us financially. So they're not serving for our highest good. So again, this is not a coincidence, honey, that Mardi Gras, Super Bowl, and Valentine's Day is back to back. Come on, y'all. Please wake up. Why are they doing them back to back? So they get to change the holidays anytime that they want it to work for them financially, spiritually, emotionally. You see? Every time it works for the powers and it works against us, but we so caught up in the world, the things of the world, being distracted by the foolery. And we're not saving our soul, but everybody keeps saying God, 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 and go and play with God one day out of the week for an hour or two in the building where God is not at. Y'all fooling yourself. So y'all gonna get left behind and y'all don't have nobody to blame because everybody tried who was not repeating that narrative. This is not a coincidence, honey, that the Super Bowl is Sunday. You see?
See? So it's not a coincidence that it went down the way it went down. But like I stated before, how normally when these things go down, there's always some sort of back call or something to that extent. But the way it went down, the way I'm just looking at Patrick Mahomes, the yards to win the game, and the guy who he threw it against. And I said to my, through the spirit, this is a high level form of witchcraft that was just being displayed right there. All right. The number 33 is also significant for Masons. Matter of fact, let me type that in. Number 33 for Masons, Freemasons, I mean. So we all know that it says, what is the 33 degree Freemason? Hey, cut it out, you two. Kids. It says, oh, wow. It says a 33 degree Mason represents the 33 or spine, blah 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 blah. None of that shit that matters to us. But the anointing of the spirit of Yahushua spirit, only then is a Mason truly freed from the the vow of death, and the frequency of fear. I'm self-taught guidance and have mechanicalized soul to a point ritual was no longer needed to achieve this. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to mean, but 30th degree Freemason's the highest form. Okay, so this ritual that just took place right before our eyes, whatever's down the pipe they planning to do is gonna go down clean. 2020's situation, that was sloppy. That was a B-rated movie. But this might be real good. You know, the power of deception. Okay, the power of deception. So, something that I saw real quick, couple of scriptures, and I'm going to end it off on this because it's not a coincidence that these things happen in the year of an election. Okay, the year of an election. Nahum 3:1, it says, "Woe to the bloody city." I'm sorry. Let me read that. "Woe to the bloody city is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not." America is that bloody city. All right. Let's jump down to the fourth verse. "Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, and the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft." So America is a centerpiece of that whoredom, of that witchcraft. This is why you have so much stuff, entertainment purposes, at a high level here in America. The greatest distractions is right before your eyes. All right. And when these things distract you, the people, you have to be partakers of that. Like that woman stated, Mardi Gras. All right. And I forgot what Mardi Gras means. I forgot what it means, Mardi Gras.
And right next is Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day is fucking wicked, by the way. All right. Valentine's Day is another wicked ass holiday. Mardi Gras meaning, okay. French for Fat Tuesday. Feast celebrated in France, Shove Tuesday, the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, which marks. Let's go back. I want to go back. Let's go back. Not what it means. Let's go back to what origin. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens purposely. Etymology. Yeah, let's look up the word etymology. No, there's something doesn't add up because I understand what they're trying to say. Because there's no Tuesdays, there's no Fridays, no Saturdays in the scriptures. All right, so cut that out. It's a Tuesday carnival day of eating, merrymaking before fasting season of Lent. French literally Fat Tuesday. No, something's missing. I have a funny feeling something's missing here. It sounds too. There we go. I knew something was right. The day, second elements. Day is translated Latin days, Maris, source of Italian, French, Mardi, the day of Mars. Now we get into something. From Rome, a god of war, who was identified with Greek tool. Etymology is related to Zeus. Itself a loan translation of Greek Ares or Eris, Haman, and conjugate German, the Stog, whatever, Dutch. All right, but so we know it's with the god of war. Now, Ares is supposed to be the god of war. What's going on? We got nothing but wars. There's nothing but wars that's going on. Watch it, kid. There's nothing but wars that's going on. All right. There's nothing but wars are going on. So a day before fasting and a day that's technically dedicated to the God of war. Can't make that up, can we? So I didn't know that. Well, that's what I knew something was missing, and it had to something. Like it had to be a feast that goes to Bacchus or something like that as well. So she made perfect sense what she was saying, and this is a high level of witchcraft. Something significant is about to go down, and she mentioned Valentine's Day, which we know Valentine's Day is really a sick holiday. Something that, like she said, financially absorbed, sucks the life out of you. People participates in all these things because they assume that these things are a norm. Even though today is not a holiday, so to speak, but tomorrow nobody's going to go to work because they've been drinking and doing a whole bunch of shit. So we live in a land of, like the scripture says, get that real quick. Job 10 and 21, 22, 21. Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness, and as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. So we know we in the land of darkness. All these entertainment, these distractions, burden circuses is to keep us down, to keep us not seeing the true thing, because there's a greater force that's being pushed. Ephesians 6 and 10. Go to the point. 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, rulers of darkness of this world. And who's the rulers of the darkness of this world? The rulers of darkness of this world is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the witches and the warlocks that, that's what the scriptures mention of the Chaldeans. When you look up the Chaldeans were, the best way I always bring it out is the Chaldeans were the Magi's of their time. And what is a Magi? A Magi is a witch covenant, witches and warlocks and so forth. Okay? Their job is to work on the left-hand side. So yeah, a lot of people's focus on this thing, and Kansas, the color scheme of San Francisco, and the Chiefs are red, right? Red is a color of blood and so forth. So there's a lot of things that's being done right before our eyes, and people cannot see it because they're blind. Because the rulers of the darkness of this world has blinded them. It says against spiritual wickedness in high places. So don't mind puppy, but it shows there's something brewing, and we know everything's on the table. They might not repeat the pandemic. Everything's in play. You got your migrants are here. All right. This is election year. Okay, there's tension, there's wars. There's no longer rumors of war. This is wars all over. The FBI has been saying that the enemies have came across the borders and so forth, so they could use whatever tactic they could want to use, because they the ones that's pushing this thing, this vibration. All right. Yeah, certain people have to be in certain positions in order for certain things to happen, but it's no longer being. It was well scripted, I must say. All right, and I'm gonna end it off on this Isaiah 47 and 10, because no matter what these people do, what they say, or however they do the things that they do, is of the Lord. The Lord wants these things to happen. The Lord is gonna make it happen. We got to understand, Esau have made people numb to the fact of the spiritual world. Because they have what? They have taken away the fear of the Lord. So if they're taking away the fear of the Lord, the people believe in Satan and wickedness, and everything on the left-hand side, but they not fear the creator of all things. Okay? So this society, Esau, Edom, especially America's that beacon, is at the highest level, is prominent witchcraft. And this thing is dwindling. Everything is dwindling. All right, it says, slacky for the rant, but Isaiah 47:9, it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, and said they shall come upon thee in their perfection, which that perfection is the destruction of America. All right, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. So it says a multitude. All right. It says multitude. Hebrew word is rob. Multitude, abundance, greatness. Multiplied. A multitude, sorry. Abundance, abundantly, numerous, greatness. So they continuously pump sorcery towards us. Okay? Consistently. For the great abundance of enchantments. And then what is an enchantment? Just keep putting spells. That's why some people repeat songs. Sometimes you have a song playing in your head. You don't know why is it. And you might hate that song. But that's the enchantments that's been pushed. All right? So we live in that spot. So the Lord said, because of all these things, lean on that. You're going to lose everything. All right? For that has trusted in wickedness, that has said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, and have perverted thee. Because the scripture says what about their wisdom and knowledge? Let me get that real quick. It says, Ecclesiastes or Sirach 19 and 22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So, according to the Lord, none of that shit is wisdom. But that's what they stand by. That's their strength on the left-hand side. All right? Everything in these Americas are powered by the left-hand side of the force. This is why the Lord is going to destroy this place. Okay? It says, back to this, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, that has said none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, and have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's the pride of America. That's the pride of Esau Edom. Everybody has a mindset that this place will never go down. Now they deliberately feed us with bread and circuses consistently, but real issues that never be solved. When something happens, then it's just the flavor of the day or the week, and then they move on. Nothing get resolved. So this is a high level season. Next month the same way. The month after that. As soon as this man changed times and he changed ordinances, the Lord's high holy days no longer celebrated, no longer recognized, but Esau days are recognized. We see the vibration that everything's going to. So the Lord's going to just wipe this place out for good. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. So when evil, bad times come up against this place, they're not going to know where's it coming from. Because that's not what they was looking towards. All right? Something bad is about to go down. I repeat, bad for the world, good for us, those of us in the faith. because this is what we've been waiting for. There's something great is about to happen. And the Lord is not a man that he should not warn his people. He has been warning the people for a long time. So when these things happen, don't be surprised. All right? Don't be surprised. It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee, that shall not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments, with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored. That's why it was so perfectly matched. You know, it's repeating it over and over again. But this thing is like, wow. They have everything, everybody's mind good. You know, it says, when thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be that shall be able to profit, if so be that mayest prevail. It says, thou art worried in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them that shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to set before it. So whatever's about to go down, the way the Lord's going to wipe this place out, ICBM nuclear missiles, there's nothing that's going to prevent that. All right? No deity that they believe is there is going to prevent the destruction. Okay? And the top elites know that. That's why they have their underground bunkers, their space satellites, and so forth, because they're going to escape that. But their whole thing is they're going to escape, and then after they escape, they're going to reclaim that world that they wanted, if it gets down to the extreme. But the Lord is saying, like, all that's to vain. You're wasting your time. All right? And it says, thus shall they be unto thee whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth shall wander every one to his quarter, and none shall save thee. Because America is about to be totally destroyed, annihilated. Having the citizens participate in things that they don't even know what they're participating in. This is bad. This is terrible. But something I've seen through the Spirit, I just wanted to put some things on wax. Something great is about to go down the pipe. So with that being said, shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.